Hey guys, this is the new webinar or the new webinar for the new LeadNetPro 5.0. LeadNetPro 5.0 is, in my opinion, head and shoulders above whatever else is out there. LeadNetPro, before they did this upgrade, was head and shoulders above everywhere else. As far as voice broadcasting, as far as extracting leads, as far as pay plans, I just believe in LeadNetPro. And I believe in it so much that I use it a lot. At least once a week as far as voice broadcasting, sometimes 2 and 3 times a week to pull enough leads out for my voice broadcasting. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about how it takes so long and why this is so much better now. LeadNetPro before was great. There were some things in there that I didn't like. There were some things in there that I thought could be better. Nothing in there inhibited me from using it. I'm still sick, guys. I do apologize. But nothing in there was stopping me from using it. It was just, this can work a little bit better. I believe that this should work a little bit better. This really can work a little bit better. And in, seeing that things can work a little bit better, or this should work a little bit better, or this could work a little bit better, what I found was Bing is a greater search engine than Yahoo. The Bing network, as far as PPC goes, or pay-per-click, with running on Yahoo, running on MSN, running on a few different major sites, I felt that Bing was a stronger PPC value to me than Google. The Bing network is bigger than Yahoo to me. As far as search results go, I would go to Bing before I would go to Yahoo, and I do use Bing on a regular basis. So Yahoo kind of didn't pull enough leads for me. And I would have to, pull 100 leads at a time or 200 leads at a time, and it wasn't enough. With Bing, I think that you could pull more leads. They got rid of Yahoo completely. They didn't try to revamp it. They didn't try to get the extractor to pull more. They just went with Bing, which is a big step in the right direction. Another thing that was an issue was Craigslist and Backpage update their site so much, and if you've been on Craigslist or Backpage doing any marketing over the last 6 months or even 3 months, a lot of things have changed. And the way they have their user interface, the way that they are trying to screen out certain things, as far as people posting in multiple cities, using the same IP address, having to do these different things that you have to do to actually get your post on Craigslist. Not so much Backpage as much, but I'm sure it's coming. Since they were updating their site so much, we weren't able to use Craigslist or Backpage in the same way every single time. What I mean by that is we would pull leads out, and then sometimes it would stop. Or we would pull leads out, and sometimes, it wouldn't work. And you do it again, and then it would work. So it wasn't that it was, completely broken. And sometimes the actual code would break, but it's not, the software wasn't broken. It wasn't not pulling leads out. Double negative, sorry about that. It wasn't doing that. But what I found was, I would have to do it a couple times, or I'd have to, search out individual states at a time. I couldn't pull everything. Now, with what they've shown us in this webinar, that's fixed. That's completely fixed. So now when you go to Yahoo, now when you go to Craigslist or Backpage, you can pull everything. So instead of me having to do it 2 or 3 times in a row to get the amount of leads I want, I can just do it once. So that to me means that, it's going to save me time, right? So I only have to do this once. I only have to go on here. If I dedicate, a half an hour to pulling leads, and I'll pull down 5, 10, 15,000 leads, one time. And now I can do that in a less amount of time. I can do that and set up my voice broadcast and have everything going in less amount of time, in the less time. And I might be able to, with Bing, Yahoo wasn't giving me a lot of leads at all. But with Bing, I think you're going to get more leads. So I think that I'm going to be able to get more leads and different leads. So Bing and Yahoo, if you search those search engines, they rank things differently. They have different algorithms for ranking. And different ways of pulling leads, or people post differently and get ranked differently on both sites. So now I'm going to get different leads. It's not just that I'm getting more leads, it's that I'm getting different ones that I've never marketed to before. Excuse me. So I think that just this upgrade right here is really, I don't pay for leads. I don't pay anybody to go get red hot leads. I don't pay nobody to come and give me, the leads or whatever. I find that people who sell leads like that usually can't convert them. And if they can't convert them, I know, a lot of people see me as being something magical or mystical or something like that online, but I'm not. I'm not a magician. So if other people are having a hard time converting leads, I don't necessarily think that I'm going to tap into this traffic and I'm going to be able to just magically convert all these leads. I go with what's proven, right? I don't try to reinvent the wheel, which may be a secret that some of you guys haven't heard before. I don't try to reinvent the wheel. I just go out there and do things that other people have done. And I think my biggest, skill or my biggest trait is I go do them on a bigger level. So if someone is going out there and they're voice broadcasting a couple thousand a week or a month and they're wondering why it's not working, well, I go out there and I voice broadcast 30,000 a week. I'll do 25,000 a week. And that's just, my thing. That's just how I feel that it's either, go big or go home. If you're not doing it big enough, you're not failing enough. I want to fail as many times as possible. So going out there and voice broadcasting to all these different people helps me fail more and more and more and more and more, which in turn helps me succeed more and more and more and more. I think it was Michael Jordan who said, "You miss every shot you don't take." So that's just, I go out there and I try to fail and I try to take these shots. So I'm going to be making a bunch of videos on these different aspects of LeadNetPro 5.0, the new updates that they're going to be doing. And I just want you guys to know that I use this software. You can check out my other videos, and you'll see that I use this software. It's not just you need to buy this software, you need to use this software. It's actually software that I use, that I sell, that people in my team use, and that they sell, and that it really does work. And this is an all-inclusive marketing, tool. You can market this tool to people who are marketing whatever business it is that their business or opportunity or whatever that they're doing. So I'll be making some more videos on this. If you get a chance, guys, just check out my website. It's leadnetpro.org. That's leadnetpro.org. There is a link to the actual webpage at the bottom of this. Check it out, guys. If you're having problems struggling online, or if you are trying to, get into voice broadcasting, which I recommend everybody does. It doesn't take any more of your time. You can actually go do other things while you're voice broadcasting. So I do recommend that you guys go out there and, check out voice broadcasting. It's not for everybody, but it may be for you. That's leadnetpro.org. I'll be making some other videos. I hope you guys have a great day. Hope this helped you guys.